Hi, my dear friends. I am once again welcoming you to the corporate administration classes. In this corporate administration classes, in this session, we're discussing about the corporate administration. In this session, we're discussing about the chapter 3. Chapter 3, company administration. Company administration. In this session, we're discussing about the company administration, company adalita. It is very, very essential. We should discuss about the administration. It is very, very essential. So when we are starting the company, after completion of the registration, after completion of the business commencement certificate, now we are moving to the company administration. Administration is very, very effective. Without administration, we can't effectively and efficiently run each and every activity. Therefore, we needed effective and efficient administration in each and every level of the organization. Either it may be in the top level management, or it may be a middle level management, or it may be a lower level management. Each and every levels of the management, we required efficient and effective administration. Therefore, company administration plays a very, very important role. So in each and every situation, we telling about that who is the real owners of the company. The real owners of the company is nothing but the shareholders. Shareholders is the real owners of the company. They are called as the owners of the organization. In that situation, why they are not directly involving in each and every activity? Why? Because each and every shareholder, he has his own activities and duties and responsibility. So therefore, he is not directly involving in each and every activity. So instead of the shareholder, the so many persons, the responsible persons, they're representing the shareholders. On behalf of the shareholders or investors, the persons who are involving in each and every activity, that persons what we called as key managerial persons. Key managerial persons. Key managerial persons is very, very essential persons. Without key managerial persons, we can't run each and every activity. Either it may be a production, or it may be distribution, or it may be manufacturing, or it may be anything else. So the key managerial person is very, very essential. So in that situation, we should know that who is a key managerial person. So key managerial person, the term key management person includes those people having authority and responsibility for planning, directing, controlling, and activities of an entity, either directly or indirectly. So that persons what we called as here key managerial persons. That persons what we called as key managerial persons. ಪ್ರಮುಖ ನಿರ್ವಹಣಾ ಸಿಬ್ಬಂದಿ. ಪ್ರಮುಖ ನಿರ್ವಹಣಾ ಸಿಬ್ಬಂದಿ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯಲ್ಲೂ ಅಷ್ಟೇ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರತಿಯೊಂದು ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯಲ್ಲೂ ನಿಜವಾದಂತಹ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯ ಯಜಮಾನ ಯಾರು, ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯ ಒಡೆಯ ಯಾರು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಷೇರುದಾರ. ಷೇರುದಾರನನ್ನ ನಾವು ನಿಜವಾದಂತಹ ಒಡೆಯ, ಕಂಪನಿಯ ಒಡೆಯ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಆದ್ರೆ ಷೇರುದಾರ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ, ತನ್ನದೇ ಆದಂತಹ ಜೀವನೋಪಾಯ ಮತ್ತು ವೃತ್ತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ತೊಡಗಿಸಿಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತಾನೆ. ಇಂತಹ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಸೊ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಮುಖ ನಿರ್ವಹಣಾ ಸಿಬ್ಬಂದಿಯನ್ನ ಅವರ ಪ್ರತಿನಿಧಿಗಳಾಗಿ, ಷೇರುದಾರರ ಪ್ರತಿನಿಧಿಗಳಾಗಿ ಪ್ರಮುಖ ನಿರ್ವಹಣಾ ಸಿಬ್ಬಂದಿಯನ್ನ ಆಯ್ಕೆ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಆ ಪ್ರಮುಖ ನಿರ್ವಹಣಾ ಸಿಬ್ಬಂದಿ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರಪ್ಪ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಮುಖ ಚಟುವಟಿಕೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ, ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಒಂದು ಪ್ರಮುಖ ಚಟುವಟಿಕೆಗಳು, ಅದು ಯೋಜಿಸುವಿಕೆ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ನಿರ್ದೇಶಿಸುವಿಕೆ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ನಿಯಂತ್ರಿಸುವಿಕೆ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯ ಚಟುವಟಿಕೆಗಳು ನೇರವಾಗಿ ಮತ್ತು ಪರೋಕ್ಷವಾಗಿ ಪಾಲ್ಗೊಳ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ. ಅಂತಹ ಒಬ್ಬ ಪ್ರಮುಖ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಗಳನ್ನ ನಾವೇನಂತ ಕರಿತೇವಪ್ಪ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರಮುಖ ನಿರ್ವಹಣಾ ಸಿಬ್ಬಂದಿ, ಕೀ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜರಿಯಲ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್ಸ್. ಕೀ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜರಿಯಲ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್ಸ್, the term means, it's the meaning of the key managerial person. The meaning of the key managerial person is nothing but it includes those people having the authority and responsibility. This is very, very important. Authority is nothing but the power. The power and responsibility. Responsibility is nothing but the given task. The given task must and should perform effectively and efficiently. This is the responsibility of each and every managerial persons. Authority and responsibility. So people having authority and responsibility in each and every activities, either it may be a planning. What is meant by planning? Planning is nothing but predetermined course of action, deciding in advance we should achieve each and every activities of the organization. So this is what we call as planning is nothing but it is a predetermined course of action, deciding in advance. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯೋಜಿಸುವಿಕೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಯೋಜನೆಯನ್ನ ಸಿದ್ಧಪಡಿಸಿಕೊಳ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು, ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯ ನಿರ್ದಿಷ್ಟ ಉದ್ದೇಶಗಳನ್ನು ಸಾಧಿಸಿಕೊಳ್ಳುವುದಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಪೂರ್ವ ನಿರ್ಧರಿತ ಕಾರ್ಯಮಾರ್ಗ. ಯೋಜಿಸುವಿಕೆಯನ್ನ ಅಥವಾ ಯೋಜನೆಯನ್ನ ನಾವೇನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ? ಯೋಜನೆ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು ಪೂರ್ವ ನಿರ್ಧರಿತವಾದಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಕಾರ್ಯಮಾರ್ಗ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಇಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಎ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಪ್ರೋಸೆಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಗಿವಿಂಗ್ ದಿ ಗೈಡ್ಲೈನ್ಸ್. So whom we are giving the guidelines? The key managerial persons, they giving the guidelines. Key managerial persons, they giving the guidelines to the lower level management. Each and every rule will be implemented by giving the proper directions, proper guidelines. In this activity also, we needed the key managerial persons and controlling each and every situation. So it is not a completion when we are giving a task or work. It is not a completing of activity. When we are completing the activity must and should be supervised by a dignitary person. That is what we called as supervisor, and the managers, they are also called as key managerial persons. So like this, in each and every activity, we needed the key managerial person. So the key managerial person meaning itself tells us what is the meaning of the key managerial person is nothing but the term key managerial person includes those people having authority and responsibility for planning, directing, controlling the activities of an entity, either directly or indirectly. Those what we called as key managerial person. After this, the next one here, key managerial person. So who are those key managerial person? Means the first one is the chief executive officer or the managing director. So managing director we are popularly called as MD. Managing director we are popularly called as MD. Second one is the company secretary, and the third one is the whole time director, and the fourth one is the chief financial officer. The chief financial officer, and the fifth one is such other officers as may be prescribed. So these are all what we called as key managerial person. ಪ್ರಮುಖ ನಿರ್ವಹಣಾ ಸಿಬ್ಬಂದಿ ಯಾರ್ಯಾರಪ್ಪ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ 2013ರ ಕಂಪನಿ ಕಾಯ್ದೆಯ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಿರ್ವಹಣಾ ಸಿಬ್ಬಂದಿಯನ್ನ ಯಾರ್ಯಾರು ನಿರ್ವಹಣಾ ಸಿಬ್ಬಂದಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥಾಪಕ ನಿರ್ದೇಶಕ, ಮುಖ್ಯ ಕಾರ್ಯನಿರ್ವಹಣಾಧಿಕಾರಿ, ನಿರ್ವಹಣಾ ಕಂಪನಿ ಕಾರ್ಯದರ್ಶಿ, ಪೂರ್ಣಾವಧಿ ನಿರ್ದೇಶಕ, ಮುಖ್ಯ ಹಣಕಾಸಿನ ಅಧಿಕಾರಿ, ಇವೆಲ್ಲರ ಒಂದು ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಗಳನ್ನ ನಾವೇನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಪ್ಪ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಪ್ರಮುಖ ನಿರ್ವಹಣಾ ಸಿಬ್ಬಂದಿ, KMPs, ಪ್ರಮುಖ ನಿರ್ವಹಣಾ ಸಿಬ್ಬಂದಿ. After this, next concept is the first important key managerial person is directors of the company. Directors of the company is the first key managerial person. Who is a director? So this question is arises. The meaning of the director. The director is nothing but according to the section 2 subsection 13 of the Companies Act of 1956 defines director as any person who occupying the position of the director is called as director of the company. So it is a simple meaning they given. So director of a company, a director of a company is nothing but he is a person. He is a person who occupying the position of the director. So he is called as the director of the company. ಕಂಪನಿಯ ನಿರ್ದೇಶಕ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಾವು ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಕಂಪನಿಯ ನಿರ್ದೇಶಕ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಯಾರಪ್ಪ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಕಂಪನಿಗಳ ಕಾಯ್ದೆಯ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಯಾವ ಒಬ್ಬ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಯು ಆ ಒಂದು ಅರ್ಹತೆಗಳನ್ನ ಕಂಪನಿಯ ನಿರ್ದೇಶಕ ಆಗುವಂತ ಒಂದು ಅರ್ಹತೆಗಳನ್ನ ಪಡೆದಿರ್ತಾನೋ ಅಂತ ಒಬ್ಬ ವ್ಯಕ್ತಿಯನ್ನ ನಾವೇನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕಂಪನಿಯ ನಿರ್ದೇಶಕ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ದಿಸ್ the next one here, meaning of board of directors. Meaning of board of directors. See here the meaning of the board of director. Meaning of the board of director tells us board of directors are the persons who appointed to act on behalf of the shareholder to run the day-to-day activities of the business. So these persons what we called as board of directors. See here, board of director is nothing but they are the group of the people or the persons. Group of the people are the persons who appointed to act, to behave, or to perform on behalf of the shareholder. Means the shareholders are not able to directly involve in each and every activity of the organization, like production, distribution, manufacturing, financial activities. Each and every activities we required the different qualified experts and authorities to looking down each and every activity, whether the activity is properly performed or not. So this is very, very essential. Therefore, so on behalf of the duties and responsibility of the shareholder, here the persons who appointed, that persons what we called as board of directors, they are looking day-to-day activities of the business activity. So therefore those persons what we called as the board of directors. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಿರ್ದೇಶಕರ ಮಂಡಳಿ. ನಿರ್ದೇಶಕರ ಮಂಡಳಿ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥದ್ದು ಇದು ಒಂದು ಗುಂಪು ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಿರ್ದೇಶಕರ ಮಂಡಳಿಯನ್ನ ನೇಮಕಗೊಳಿಸಿ ಅವರು ಷೇರುದಾರರ ಪ್ರತಿನಿಧಿಗಳಾಗಿ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಯ ಅಥವಾ ವ್ಯವಹಾರದ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಚಟುವಟಿಕೆಗಳನ್ನ ನೋಡಿಕೊಳ್ಳುವಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಸಮೂಹವನ್ನ ನಾವೇನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಪ್ಪ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಿರ್ದೇಶಕರ ಮಂಡಳಿ, ಬೋರ್ಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಕರಿತೀವಿ. So after this, next we are moving on the most important concept here, types of the directors. Types of the directors. So here we incurred the different types of the directors. Among those, we are list out who is the essentials of the directors. Among those, the first one is executive director. First one is executive director. First one is executive director. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಟೈಪ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್, ನಿರ್ದೇಶಕರ ವಿಧಗಳು. ನಿರ್ದೇಶಕರ ವಿಧಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತಪ್ಪ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಮೊದಲನೇದು ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಟಿವ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟರ್. ಸೊ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಮೆಂಟ್ ಬೈ ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಟಿವ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟರ್? ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಟೈಪ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್. So one of the type of the director, an executive director is usually an employee of the organization. So he is a employee of the organization. He may have formal service contract and normally works full time on the management of the company. Who is an executive director? Executive director is one of the type of the directors. He is usually an employee of the organization. He must and should perform each and every formal services, as well as he is a full-time worker in the organization. Full-time worker in the organization. So he is the first type of the director. After this, the second type of the director. The second type of the director. Yes, the second type of the director is nothing but non-executive director. Non-executive director means a non-executive director is a person who appointed for their expertise in specific field, and he can provide his suggestions on company policy matters. Means non-executive director also is a one of the type of the directors. Non-executive director also is a one of the type of the director. He is also a person who appoints for his expertise in specific field. Expertise in specific field means if he is completing the MBA. So MBA is nothing but it's a master of business administration. So in this administration, he is getting the expertise knowledge and the specific knowledge. In that situation, he can provide his suggestions, better suggestions to each and every company, rules and regulations, as well as Policy matters means, so he is called as a non-executive director. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾನ್ ಎಕ್ಸಿಕ್ಯೂಟಿವ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಅನ್ನುವಂಥವನು ನಿರ್ದೇಶಕರ ವಿಧಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಇದು ಒಂದು ನಿರ್ದೇಶಕರ ವಿಧ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಮತ್ತು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಅವನು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪರ್ಟ್ ನಾಲೆಜ್ ಅನ್ನ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತಾನೆ ಪರ್ಟಿಕ್ಯುಲರ್ ಫೀಲ್ಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ MBA ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಅವನೇನ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾನೆ, ಸೊ ಆಡಳಿತದಲ್ಲಿ ಅವನು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತಾನೆ, ಎಲ್ಲಾ ರೀತಿಯಾದಂತಹ ಆಡಳಿತದಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ರೀತಿಯಾದಂತಹ ಒಂದು ಚಟುವಟಿಕೆಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಅವನು ಕೌಶಲ್ಯವನ್ನು ಹೊಂದಿರ್ತಾನೆ, ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪರ್ಟೈಸ್ ನಾಲೆಜ್ ಅನ್ನು ಹೊಂದಿರ್ತಾನೆ. ಅವನು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನಪ್ಪ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಸೊ ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಸಹ ಕಂಪನಿ ಪಾಲಿಸಿ ಮ್ಯಾಟರ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ರೂಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ರೆಗ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸಜೆಷನ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಾನೆ. ಸೊ ಹಿ ಈಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ದೇ ಒನ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಟೈಪ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್. ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ದಿಸ್ ದ ಥರ್ಡ್ ಒನ್ ಹಿಯರ್, chairman. Third one here, a chairman. So here in this chairman, so who is the chairman? Who is the chairman is nothing but, so after we are completing the non-executive director, now we are moving to the chairman. Chairman also he is a one of the person of the directors. So it is also a type of the director. So here, who is a chairman? A chairman is a person who appointed from the board of directors. He presides at all the directors meetings and meetings of the company's shareholder. Chairman also is a director. He is also the type of the director here. So he is looking each and every meetings of the organization as well as the company shareholders meeting. So this is what we called as one of the type of the director, chairman. After this, the fourth one here, managing director. The fourth one here, managing director. Who is a managing director? He is also one of the type of the director. Managing director also is one of the type of the directors. Here, managing director refers to, he is a person who appointed from the board of directors. He takes the prime responsibility for implementation of the company strategy. Managing director is also one of the type of the director. Managing director also is one of the type of the director. So he is appointed from the board of director. He takes the prime responsibility. Prime means primary responsibility for implementation of company strategy is nothing but plans. Strategy is nothing but plans. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮ್ಯಾನೇಜಿಂಗ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ನಿರ್ದೇಶಕರ ವ್ಯವಸ್ಥಾಪಕ ನಿರ್ದೇಶಕ ಅನ್ನೋಂಥವನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಕಂಪನಿಯ ವಿಧಗಳಲ್ಲಿ ಇವನು ಒಬ್ನಾಗಿರ್ತಾನೆ. ಇವನು ಪ್ರಾಥಮಿಕ ಜವಾಬ್ದಾರಿ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಕಂಪನಿಯಲ್ಲೇ ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಪ್ಲಾನ್ ನ ಇಂಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೂ ಸಹ ಇವನು ರೆಸ್ಪಾನ್ಸಿಬಿಲಿಟಿ ತಗೊಂಡು ಇವನು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಾನೆ, ಈ ಒಂದು ಕಂಪನಿ ರೂಲ್ಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ರೆಗ್ಯುಲೇಷನ್ಸ್ ನ ಇಂಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಾನೆ, ಜಾರಿಗೊಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಾನೆ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಫೋರ್ತ್ ಟೈಪ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟರ್. After this, the fifth one, alternative director. Alternative director. Who is an alternative director? So it is also one of the type of the directors. It is also the one of the type of the director. Alternative director is a person who appointed from the board to act in the company on temporary basis or period in the absence of the whole time or full time director. Alternative director name itself tells us it is a alternative. Whom it is alternative means it is a alternative in the absence of whole time or full time director. Alternative director is appointed in the board. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಎ ಟೆಂಪ್ರರಿ ಬೇಸಿಸ್. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಆಲ್ಟರ್ನೇಟಿವ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಅನ್ನೋಂಥವ್ನ ಟೆಂಪ್ರರಿ ಬೇಸಿಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಅಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀವಿ. ಈ ಟೆಂಪ್ರರಿ ಬೇಸಿಸ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಆಬ್ಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಹೋಲ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಆರ್ ಫುಲ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟರ್. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಫುಲ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ನ ಬದಲಿಯಾಗಿ ನಾವೇನ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀವಿ, ಸೊ ಇನ್ ದ ಆಬ್ಸೆನ್ಸ್ ಅವ್ರು ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದಾಗ ನಾವು ಈ ಒಂದು ಆಲ್ಟರ್ನೇಟಿವ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಅನ್ನ ನಾವಿಲ್ಲಿ ಅಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಬಂದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ. After this, the sixth one here, nominee director. After this is nominee director. A nominee director is a person who appointed to represent the viewpoint of somebody with a particular interest in the company. With a particular interest in the company. See what happens here. So example is a substantial shareholder or company banker. Nominee director. Nominee director is a person. So to represent the viewpoint of somebody with a particular interest in the company. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿ nominee director is also one of the type of the director. He is also one of the type of the director. What happens here? So nominee director is representing the nomination. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾಮನಿರ್ದೇಶಕರು ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ನಾವು ಹೇಳಿರ್ತೀವಿ. So here nominee director is representing the some other director. Nominee director is representing the some other director. His act on behalf of this some other. So he is called as nominee director. For example, company banker. ಈಗ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಯಾರೋ ಒಬ್ಬರು ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಬಂದಿರಲ್ಲ, ಆಗ ಅವನ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ, ಸೊ ಒಂದು ಬ್ಯಾಂಕರ್ನ ಕಂಪನಿ ಬ್ಯಾಂಕರ್ ಯಾರು ಇರ್ತಾನೆ, ಸೊ ಅವನ್ನ ನಾಮಿನಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ರೆಕಾರ್ಡ್ ಮಾಡಿಸಿರ್ತಾನೆ. ಅಂತ ಸಿಚುಯೇಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಸೊ ಅವನನ್ನ ನಾವು ನಾಮಿನಿ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ದಿಸ್ ದ ಸೆವೆಂತ್ ಡಿಫರೆಂಟ್ ಟೈಪ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಈಸ್ seventh one. Yes, associate or divisional director. Associate or divisional director. Associate director refers to who is not a member of the board, has no responsibility as director, and shall not give third parties the impression he is a member of the board. He have limited power to bind the company. So ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಅಸೋಸಿಯೇಟ್ ಆರ್ ಡಿವಿಷನಲ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಇಸ್ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಬಟ್ he is not a member of the board. He is not has a more responsibility, but just he is creating the impression he is a member of board. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಅವನ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ, ನಾಮ ಮಾತ್ರಕ್ಕೆ ಹೆಸರಿಗೆ ಮಾತ್ರ ಇವನು ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತಾನೆ. ಹೆಸರಿಗೆ ಜೊತೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇವನು ಆಸ್ ಎ ಸ್ಲೀಪಿಂಗ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ನರ್ ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಇರ್ತಾನೋ ಆ ರೀತಿಯಿಂದ ಈ ಒಂದು ಅಸೋಸಿಯೇಟ್ ಆರ್ ಡಿವಿಷನಲ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಇರ್ತಾನೆ. ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ದಿಸ್ ದ ಏತ್ ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಈಸ್ shadow director. Shadow director is nothing but here shadow director means is any person who is not a member of the board but under whose directions or the instructions the others directors are accustomed to act. For example, a lawyer or an accountant. Shadow director is nothing but he is also the one of the type of the director, but he is not a member of the board. He is not a member of the board. ಬೇರೆಯವರು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಇವನನ್ನ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಇವನು ನಮ್ಮ ಒಂದು ಲೀಗಲ್ ಅಡ್ವೈಸರು, ಲೀಗಲ್ ರೆಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟೇಟಿವ್. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಾವು ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತೇವೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ಒಂದು ಲೀಗಲ್ ರೆಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟೇಟಿವ್ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಲಾಯರ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಅಕೌಂಟೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು. ಸೊ ಇವರನ್ನ ಅವ್ರು ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ, ಸೊ ಅಕಾರ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಟು ದಿ ಕಂಪನೀಸ್ ಆಕ್ಟ್ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಲೀಗಲ್ ಆಗಿ ಅವರನ್ನ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ. After this, the ninth one is, it is the last type of the director, connected persons. Connected persons. Connected persons. So here, connected persons also one of the type of the director. These persons like directors, spouse, children, and any company with which a director is associated. Andre artha ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, it is also one of the type of the directors. What happens here, their wife, their children. ಸೊ ಯಾರು ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ ಅವರ ವೈಫ್, ಚಿಲ್ಡ್ರನ್ಸ್, ಸೊ ಆ ಕಂಪನಿಯ ಒಂದು ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥವನ ವೈಫ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಚಿಲ್ಡ್ರನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನ ನಾವೇನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ, ದೇ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ದಿ ಕನೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್ಸ್ ಟು ದಿ ಕಂಪನಿ. ದೇ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಆಸ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಕಂಪನಿ. ದಿಸ್ ಆರ್ ಆಲ್ ದಿ types of the directors what we are discussing in the session. The first one is the executive director, second one non-executive director, third one chairman, fourth one managing director, fifth one alternative director, sixth one nominee director, seventh one associate or divisional director, eighth one shadow director, ninth one connected persons.